Greg, Everton FC have announced today that Marouane Fellaini. Greg, Everton announced today that Marouane Fellaini has signed a 5-year deal for the club. What's your reaction to that?
It's brilliant news, for the club, for the supporters, for David Moyes. It's a much needed sort of shot in the arm for morale across the board. It's been on the brink of happening for a few weeks now. Everton have kept telling us, privately, that it's been just a matter of some very small issues being ironed out. Late last night, it appeared that they'd found a sort of headway in the talks, and that those issues were almost completely solved. And then this morning, we were able to report that the deal was done. It's a 5-year deal. It puts him in the same financial ballpark as the departing Mikel Arteta, around £70,000 a week. So it's a big financial commitment for Everton, but it's one that they think he's worthy of as a player, probably one of the most coveted central midfielders in Europe of his age group.
So what do you think about the next few years may hold? I mean, I guess having a big contract like that, it's something he's got to live up to now, isn't it? Every single time he pulls on the blue shirt.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about a player who's arguably worth it in the £30 million bracket. He's been coveted by some big clubs, Real Madrid's, Chelsea's, Manchester City's, latterly have come in of interest since they were newly moneyed. So he's coveted. His performances last season and over the past few seasons certainly warranted that stature and that level of interest. He has, he's got it all in his locker, to use an overworn cliche. He's got the physique, he's got the touch. He's got the attacking threat and defensive ability. This season, actually, he's not been quite at his best for most of Everton's games this season. But even an average Fellaini is better than most sort of defensive midfielders in the Premier League. And when he recaptures his form, he will be sort of a foreboding presence for Everton in the centre of the park. He's got a new partnership with Jack Rodwell that's slowly starting to take shape. They're very much learning and sort of feeling each other out in that defensive two pair of anchors just in front of the back four. But they're getting there, and it's looking really promising.
So, all in all, some much needed good news ahead of the crucial game against Wolves this weekend.
Yeah, great news. Like I say, a much needed boost. Everton are the wrong end of the table, not where they want to be, and they're going into that game, on the back of one of their worst sort of runs of defeat in a long time, and getting Fellaini's future tied up is brilliant. It's a 5-year deal. It means that even if it's drinking from a half-empty cup, if he were to attract big bids in 2 years, it sort of secures Everton's financial investment. It means they will get a big fee for him, and there's no danger of the Stephen Pienaar scenario unfolding, where they lose a class young player for a nominal fee, which was a financial disaster really for Everton. The player in this case has dedicated himself to the club. He's rewarded their sort of loyalty to him and taken a risk on him back in 2008, and it's a good deal for both parties. It's good news.